Obama and Trump being pally. There's a video of Presidents Obama and Trump laughing and chatting at President Carter's funeral, and they've gone viral. My takeaway is it shows that politics is just a sham, a game. Obama has repeatedly given speeches that Trump called far-right extremists very fine men. Well, he didn't say that, did he? But by deleting 80% of the paragraph, you get the words, they're very fine men. This wasn't accidental. This was a deliberate lie to deceive the American people. Obama is an eloquent speaker, an intelligent man, and pretty globally respected. Yet he sold this respect to attack Trump before the election. But he doesn't really feel that way, does he? So he's pally when they aren't playing the game. Can we just cut the crap and actually try to find the middle ground? Carter was a weak and mediocre president on the world stage, but after his one term, he became an unrivaled statesman in the way that Obama would love to be. So when they met at his funeral, they actually showed the face of unity. Whilst Trump comes across as divisive, and certainly has that reputation, what the world needs is unity. An end to the games of politicians. They say one thing and do another. In America, Biden spoke of unity from day one. He delivered partisanship. People vote for unity and get partisan politics. They want politicians who respect the people's needs. But what they get is politicians who are interested in their own needs. Now, I don't doubt that Trump is egotistical, but you don't get to be the president unless you think a lot of yourself. My hope, and call me a hopeless optimist, is that Trump will unify the United States behind common sense. He will do plenty which will put people off, but he has the opportunity to show why Biden and his administration failed. Biden and his cronies made questionable business deals, which were hidden from the people by the media and his son's pardon. Biden mishandled the Afghan withdrawal and failed to deliver anything in Ukraine but send more weapons. And in Israel, please let the hostages go. Biden negotiated in the end. We're in a perilous world with, I believe, a genuine risk of regional and global conflicts, and we concentrate on small parts of it and fail to join the dots. We need strong leaders who won't take defeats and understand geopolitics. Why do you think David Lammy keeps me up at night? There was an obsession with woke. We're told Republicans just want to take women's rights away. But where's the actual evidence? Trump's stated aim was not to take away abortion rights. It was to allow states to decide them. Convicted felon? Well, it's hard to justify the number of crimes he was charged with, and he's probably the first person ever to be prosecuted and found guilty of libeling a woman who claims he raped her 20 years ago and has zero evidence other than her word. We used to expect evidence for serious convictions. He's probably the first person to be convicted of insurance fraud against an insurance company and banks which said that they weren't conned and would love to do business with him again. Where was the fraud? Trump did deal with the loss at the last election very badly, and I don't approve at all of his approach to it. Yet there are 20,000 missing votes which simply can't be explained away in key swing seats this time. They voted for Biden out of the blue and then evaporated and chose not to vote last time. Democrats have even asked why this is the case, and none of the commentators seem to be able to figure it out. Well, I certainly can't. Don't look to me for that answer. Biden was the totem, the figurehead, but the Democrats, captured by Marxist ideologies, have pushed DEI, diversity ahead of being a good soldier, diversity ahead of competence, diversity ahead of capability. Look at the California wildfires and how much was directly caused or exacerbated by poor decisions. Decision makers chosen for their skin and sexuality rather than their competence and virtue signalling decisions they made. Brag about demolishing dams. I saw several videos over the last couple of years about the efforts to demolish dams in California to fix environmental harms. None of them, and certainly not the decision makers, questioned the impact on removing dams on the amount of water said dams held. Well, now I guess we know the impact. Take away a dam, you take away the reservoir. Take away the reservoir, you take away the water source. Take away the water source, you can't put out fires. The last 4 years, America has led in woke and nothing else. In a polarizing world, the West needs an America which stands up for values and its own interests. And those interests aren't always ours. Trump hasn't even been inaugurated yet, and yet we've seen Mark Zuckerberg apologizing for being bullied by the Biden administration into censoring free speech. Biden talked in his outgoing speech of the social media industrial complex, but his administration fueled the partisan manipulation of opinion from before they even got elected. Now that X has allowed people to say things you don't agree with, Biden tells us they're a risk and a harm. Well, I call pot kettle black. We have seen Hamas and Israel finally give truce a chance. Biden has claimed that one, but fear of Trump has definitely had an impact. Israel knows he's their friend, but that he also wants them to sort stuff out. And Iran knows that they've had a very bad year in Israel, Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, and even Yemen. They're exposed, and they even say so in the media, though it doesn't get played by most Western media. They also know that Trump won't be at the staring window thinking of the days when he drove an 18-wheeler. He'll be ordering in the bombers. Now, we saw the UK Prime Minister desperately trying to strike a deal with his law school buddy to pay Mauritius to take a strategically important island off our hands and lose control of probably the most significantly important base in the world. Better give it to some people with no claim but the right skin colour. Well, despite best efforts, they couldn't do the deal before Trump comes in. My next presidency will see the 250th anniversary of the United States. It is a chance to reset America, to put it back on the right keel, to push an agenda of America as a beacon for the world of freedom, to push a free liberal country which defends itself rather than a shamed race-obsessed country which is only navel-gazing, a country which moves government out of the way rather than invading private lives. I still remember Reagan's words. The scariest words in the English language are, "I'm from the government and here to help." Trump says he will stop mass immigration and start deportations of illegals. The media will not like this. We're often told we can't survive without immigration. Yet people I talk to in the UK, regardless of their skin colour and origin, ask me why we allow so many people in to do jobs that anyone can do. I foresee stormy waters and arguments and bickering within the Republicans, within his cabinet, and lies from the media. But I really hope Trump is half the president he promises to be. At the very worst, Trump will give me a lot to speak about.